Ngā mihi o te wā in the headlines, the third phase of the Pike River Royal Commission of Inquiry has wrapped up for the week. The head of the Department of Labour investigation and one of its mining experts have been on the stand over the past 3 days. Their report discovered failures which included substandard ventilation, faulty gas sensors and a lack of methane draining. The Education Minister is promising ongoing assessments of the early childhood education system won't change its commitment to 20 free hours a week. He Kia Parata announced the establishment of 2 working groups to improve the quality of its services and will review the way the area is funded.
We're committed to 20 hours ECE and the other ranges of funding that are already available, whether through education or the Ministry of Social Development.
A Northland iwi leader has labelled the government's plans to partially sell off 4 state-owned energy companies as cultural treason. Deputy Prime Minister Bill English faced another day of protest as he met with Māori in Whangarei to consult on the proposals earlier today. The Prime Minister says Kiwis need to think logically about these opportunities.
To make the case that a mixed ownership company is somehow treasonous is ridiculous. That's exactly the proposition that we have with Air New Zealand, where the Crown owns, most of the shares but not all of them.
In international news, a Native American tribe has sued some of the world's largest beer makers, claiming they knowingly contributed to the devastating alcohol-related problems. The Oglala Sioux tribe of South Dakota is demanding $500 million in damages for the cost of healthcare, social services and child rehabilitation caused by widespread addiction to alcohol on the Pine Ridge Reservation. It could be months before police decide whether to press charges over the collapse of the CTV building during last February's Christchurch earthquake. Construction disputes lawyer Paul Grimshaw told New Zealand's Rima that the blame rests with 2 parties.
One is the engineer and the other party is the council itself, because those plans are always put into the council as part of the building consent or permit.
2 complaints about broadcasters' behaviour during the election campaign are now with police. The Electoral Commission has referred an hour-long radio show hosted by the Prime Minister to police, and now TVNZ is in the gun for a news item prior to 7 p.m. on election night in which it's seen to influence voters. The Maritime Union says it's yet to make a breakthrough with Ports of Auckland management. The 2 parties went into more mediation today, but President Gary Parslow says no progress was made. He says the company is refusing to come to a negotiated settlement and have continued with a take-it-or-leave-it approach. Only 4 more days till Valentines, and if you're sending a last-minute card or 2 today, spare a thought for those whose hearts need more than just a little romance. New Zealand Post is encouraging people to choose Valentine's Day cards which support the New Zealand Heart Foundation. That's it from me from the Rima newsroom. Remember, you can catch our hourly headlines on Shine TV from 6:30 to 9:30 p.m. from Monday to Friday. Nō hora mai.